Hello and welcome to City Source as we focus on the local impact and response to the coronavirus. I'm Thomas Gandy. Let's begin with some of the top developments. Dallas County remains under a shelter-in-place order. That means staying home except for essential activities. Those may include getting groceries or caring for relatives. It's all about controlling the spread of this highly contagious virus that has already sickened dozens of people in the city. Irving police have been answering questions about how this shelter-in-place order is being enforced.
There has been a lot of confusion about the recent shelter-in-place. We want to reassure that no Irving officer will be making a traffic stop to see if you have any type of a permit or documentation that allows you to be out during this time period. We are not doing that. We ask that the community, they take it upon themselves to abide by the order. The only way we're going to have this pandemic end, and the only way that we're going to be able to come out better and stronger in the end, is if we all come together and work together.
Only essential businesses are allowed to remain open. Restaurants can offer takeout or delivery. Anywhere you go, you're encouraged to practice social distancing by staying at least 6 feet away from others. Because of this order, city libraries, recreation centers, and playgrounds across Irving are closed. Trails and parks open space remain open. At some, there are signs and park staff members with reminders about social distancing. Crew members also installed barricades over basketball goals to keep people from gathering on the courts. As you know, all of these developments are changing rapidly, and the city has some new resources to help you stay informed. The website cityofirving.org/COVID-19 contains information on the latest closures, business resources, a link to restaurant listings, and much more. Also, residents with questions about the local response can call 972-721-6655 during business hours or email covid-19@cityofirving.org. With other questions, call 211 and choose option 6. Along with the other closures we mentioned earlier, access to City Hall is also restricted. Residents are encouraged to conduct business and pay bills by phone or online. At the most recent City Council meeting, members spread out on the dais and 2 joined remotely. Leaders expect to see more of that in the weeks to come. As for the meeting itself, many department directors provided updates on how COVID-19 is affecting operations. They provided a lot of detail, and that entire meeting is available to watch online at ictn.tv. Leaders are taking this seriously.
As a city manager, I have 3 goals as we work through this process. The first is to make sure that we continue to provide all of the city's needed and essential services. That is paramount. As a local government organization, we provide life-saving services from not just our police and fire, but making sure our residents have clean water, that their sanitation, both solid waste as well as wastewater, are managed and taken care of. And we're going to continue to do that while we still follow Judge Jenkins and the county's shelter-in-place order. So that's goal number 1. Goal number 2 is to ensure the health, safety, and welfare of our residents, and goal number 3 is to ensure the health, safety, and welfare of our 2,300 employees. Each one of those goals is equal in prioritization.
I really believe that we have the opportunity as a city to come out of this better than we've ever been. We have an opportunity to work together as a community and be stronger than we've ever been.
At that meeting, the council voted to approve moving the May City Council and mayoral election to November. The next City Council meeting is on April 16th. Residents who want to comment on agenda items will be able to participate by phone or through the Zoom platform. Instructions will be available on the meeting agenda. As leaders heard during that meeting, Irving Water Utilities is one department that has been especially busy. Combine people spending more time at home with, well, be blunt here, a shortage of toilet paper, and that has created some troublesome clogs. We learned more about the problem. What we flush down the toilet is not something we like to talk about, but the Irving Water Utilities team believes it is time to have that conversation.
We're receiving a lot more phone calls right now for customers that have blockages in their sewer system.
And those blockages can lead to a big mess inside homes.
It can be ugly. It can come up into the showers. It can come up into bathtubs. It can get on your carpet. It can create a really big problem for a customer.
The resident here called in, they had having a sewer stoppage, so we're here to find out what's going on.
Our team followed along on one of those calls.
We've got a service camera that we can put in there so we can see what's going on.
There are a few reasons behind the increase in calls. and they are tied to the current pandemic.
Because we have more people at home right now, so there's more people using the restroom.
An even bigger problem results from supply chain challenges. A shortage of toilet paper has prompted some people to use alternatives that are not designed to be flushed. They may even be labeled flushable, but that is not recommended.
Paper towels, rags, all these different kinds of wipes, and there's all different types of wipes, personal hygiene wipes, wipes that people use to take their makeup on, all these types of things that people want to put in the toilet. We're just saying, please don't put them down the toilet. They're not designed to be put down the toilet. Please use your trash can for those types of things.
It causes problems.
Water Utilities crew members say it can take only a few wipes to block a pipe. They will respond to calls for service, but in most cases, it will be a homeowner's responsibility to repair.
We've had to spend a lot of our time and resources sending trucks out to work with our customers to try to figure out what's causing the backup. Is it on the customer side? If it's on the customer side of the system, which is their private system, then they have to call a plumber out and take care of it. If it's on our side of the system, which is typically from about the sidewalk to the street, then we'll take care of it.
In this case,
So we just televise to the main and there's not any problems.
so the homeowner will likely be confronting a costly plumber bill, one that may come with lessons about what not to flush.
Toilet paper and that's about it. Anything else can go in the trash.
Yeah, and some other things that should not go down the drains include fats, oils, and grease. They can cause clogs. Also, medicine. It can end up polluting the water supply. On to other developments now and how some good work is helping to keep people fed. Even though the Heritage Senior Center is closed right now, the work to deliver meals to those in need continues.
Our meal program, anyone that's 60 and older can receive a meal for free. We're distributing meals every day, Monday through Friday from 11 to 12, and they can just drive up to the front doors and I can hand them out a meal to their car through their window so they don't have to get out and interact with anyone. Have a good weekend. We also have our seniors that we normally pick up Monday through Friday. Since we're not picking them up and bringing them here, we're actually taking them a meal and delivering it to their house.
They put an extra one on there for the weekend, okay? Okay. We'll see you Monday.
It makes me feel good because I feel like I'm doing what I can, for our seniors, and that's the most important thing right now.
That program is a partnership with V&A Meals on Wheels. There is also help for students to make sure they get food while classes are suspended. During the first week of grab-and-go meal distribution, the Irving Independent School District provided nearly 13,000 breakfasts and 15,000 lunches. Irving police are also on hand, helping out however they can, handing out lunches and even with traffic control in some cases. As of April 6th, there is a change. Meals will be distributed on Mondays and Thursdays between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Students must be present, and at that time, they'll receive 3 days worth of meals on Mondays and 2 days on Thursdays. Here are the campuses providing those meals: Houston, Crockett, Bowie, and Lamar Middle Schools, along with Lee and Keys Elementary Schools. And we have more to show you. The North Texas Food Bank is also providing food to local families in need. Take a look.
So today out here at Lively Park, the City of Irving and the Irving Police Department is helping the North Texas Food Bank distribute food to families that are in need during this pandemic of the COVID-19. That's a global pandemic that we're trying to do our part to help those families out.
You'll see that we have a drive-through going, and that's to ensure that we're doing proper social distancing as we distribute the food. Normally these trucks have a big setup where you have tables and a lot of fresh produce and things of that nature, but because of the current crisis, we've had to change our distribution method to go to boxed food that we're putting into people's trunks to limit that contact.
As of right now, the space is not being used, so it's a perfect setup for us to be able to utilize the space while the park is shut down, so we can provide these services and the different food items to our residents and folks that may need it.
Whether you're wearing a police uniform, a fire uniform, a citizen that's just trying to reach out and help, a business owner, whatever the case may be, or a charitable organization like North Texas Food Bank, we have an inherent desire to help people. And I think at this time, during these stressful type crisis situations, that's when you truly see the great character of our community.
Thank you to the public. We know that this is a trying time and we just want to be available to help the people that need it.
The North Texas Food Bank will be back at Lively Park on April 9th to distribute more food. In other news, the North Texas Behavioral Health Authority has a hotline dedicated to helping people facing stress and anxiety related to COVID-19. That number to call is toll-free 833-251-7544. It's available around the clock. As more people stay home and shelter in place, DART is adjusting its schedule starting on April 6th. For a full listing of routes affected, check dart.org. Passengers are also reminded to avoid sitting together and keep a distance from the vehicle operator. As we mentioned earlier, Irving libraries are closed, but there are still ways to enjoy reading and other library services, and it only takes a few clicks. All of the fun and educational programs that draw people to Irving Public Libraries are currently suspended, like all other public events, in response to the coronavirus. But there is something librarians want you to know.
I think the important thing to remember is there's still going to be lots of ways to connect with the library and connect with other people.
It's through the library's website. Ebooks are among the most popular options. There's also music, videos, and more. They are available to anyone with an Irving Library card. For first-time users,
you need to have your card handy so you know your number. You also need to know your PIN number.
And for anyone needing help logging in,
we're going to be offering chat reference as well as telephone and email reference. So if you don't remember what your PIN is, get in touch with us.
And if you've never had a library card, right now applications can be submitted online. It's all to give everyone a way to make the most of time at home by learning something new.
We offer some other services, for example, lynda.com, which is an online learning service for technology and in business skills. That's been really popular. For people wanting to learn a new language, we have Mango Languages.
I have a little bilingual song about 5 little ducks.
And for the kids who always enjoyed story times, technology provides an option.
We've already started rolling out some opportunities to do virtual story time.
Find those virtual story times on the library's Facebook page. And they're also looking at new options for adults.
We've had a Facebook book club in the past, and so we may start that up again.
Options to satisfy avid readers, enthusiastic children, and people wanting to learn something new all start at cityofirving.org/library. Yeah, some good things to check out there. And as we wrap up the show today, we did not have Pets of the Week to show you this time, but the Animal Care Campus is letting people in the building one at a time, and pets are available with no adoption fee right now. The dog park remains closed. And if you missed any of this information earlier, here's a reminder of the ways to stay informed. Thanks for watching City Source. We'll see you next time.